jobs any other person from this constituency who qualifies for that job will get. The NDC's government will give what it has. It cannot give what it doesn't have. We are not a Ponzi scheme.
The way 6 million Ghanaians is sorry from Mumpaso, echo queues at the various polling stations, a chain for Muten just to go and vote for NDC. Now, Nyamiadom NDC to me win the election. And after winning the election, Utie in summer NDC for Kano. It will make you sad. It's as if NDC forecast to say, as a mom na year favor be to a mine. But most of these people were unemployed though. Through those votes of those 6 million people that today, you're from CEO, you're from director, you're from honorable, and all the others. But they have so soon forgotten. They have forgotten. And I cannot tell you otherwise. They have indeed forgotten. During the Ayawaso East election, the current deputy chief of staff in charge of operations, our presidency, Mustapha Gbande, I also double as deputy general secretary of NDC. Every time say, hey, na youth no say omo pejuma. Mo anso na mo ye campaign nka say ejumara aba. Mahama ejumara. 1 year 3 months ni na mo ba aba no. Ejuma no how far? The youth know they sit up. The youth are still hungry. Unemployment is still on the rise. Yankotia, Mustapha Gbande say, Omunye magicians. Yeah, as shocking as it is, also Omunye magicians. They are not magicians to give jobs that do not exist. Hey, Mustapha, you are not magicians. The jobs do not exist. So who should create the jobs for you? I don't understand. The jobs do not exist in Cheseden. I see Cheseden. Would there position I a deputy chief of staff in charge of operations? And would there it exists? They were able to carve that position for you. But for the teeming unemployed youth there, jobs do not exist for them. Is that the thinking? And it sounds well in your ears, Mustapha. This is a good thing to tell your citizens that have reposed confidence in your party. Hey, boy. But you see, that's what Ghanaians opted for. Because now you are buying beer. Now I'm here, 1 district, 1 factory. Say, Ekobampo say, 1 district, 1 factory. No, I'm buying into me as subsidy of district beer. At least over 100 factories. It was commendable. It was commendable. Highly commendable. And it was Ghanaians who were working in these factories. In fact, Astro Test, constituencies be most of the workers, I'm in Ghana for. And the government was trying as much as possible to undertake projects. And these projects were giving money to the citizens. The railway construction, railway construction, and all those. Now, when them say, all those were recruiting Ghanaians. And it was these recruitments it brought money into the pockets of people. And it is the same money that Ghanaians were actually leveraging on, right? In in their expenditures, etc. And that is the kind of government under MPP here. Unfortunately, Ghanaians thought otherwise. They thought Queen government was better. They bought into the lies of NDC. And now we find ourselves at a place where Deputy Chief of Staff is bold enough to tell Ghanaians, they are not magicians. And indeed, they are not magicians. That's true.
This is our community. If you were unread, you are still a member of our family. This government is taking a bull by the horn to dismantle such drug cartels. It's a key indicator of development in the community. Number two, this government will focus in terms of what it has promised the Zongo communities, it will fulfill. The foundation is being laid. This community is expecting that when there are jobs, they will benefit from those jobs. And President Mahama's regime is a regime that every Ghanaian is happy and enjoying. And so if there were jobs, any other person from this constituency who qualifies for that job will get. The NDC's government will give what it has. It cannot give what it doesn't have. We are not a Ponzi scheme. Like they came and sang songs of development when they were doing nothing. We are not governing in that way. We are governing with honesty and sincerity. And I can assure you that the people are very hopeful of this government. The people, first of all, have faith in this government. The people understand the exigencies of time that we find ourselves in, that this is a young government that have had to bridge and hold the heat of the deep hole that President Akufo-Addo and his appointees have kept us in for the past 8 years. It is not a joke. And so we appreciate the lack of patience, the expectations, and I can assure you that President Mahama at a slow pace is delivering on what we have promised this country as a foundation that will grow this country.
Just finally, because you mentioned matters of accountability, and I'm sure you know where this is going, is a concern people have generally across the length and breadth of this country, the slow-paced nature with which you're delivering on your promise of holding the previous regime accountable. You've mentioned them a number of times. Where are we on that is a question everybody keeps asking.
I think that I belong to persons who feel that all the former appointees of the MPP should have been standing trial by now. But it doesn't work that way. There are two schools of thought. There's an issue of development and the gaps. Then there's an issue of accountability. So President Mahama is having to find himself in these two schools of thought. But if you check in the last 1.5 years, or in the last 1 year, 2 months, President Mahama have largely focused on developing the life of the people of Ghana, bridging the gap. Like I said earlier, people have not stopped going to hospitals. Will you leave these people and go chasing criminals? People have not stopped falling sick. Will you leave these people and go chasing criminals? People who have to go to schools, salaries who have to pay. Will you leave all of them?